Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm gonna do a tumbler tutorial. This is a 20-ounce tumbler by Bill. It's stainless steel. I had prepped it, I already sanded it, and I went and washed it in warm water and Dawn dish soap. And then I sprayed it with this Rust-Oleum satin. This is rustic orange. And I sprayed it twice, and I waited 10 to 15 minutes before I sprayed it the second layer. So now we're gonna do epoxy because we're gonna do a swirl, and I used the Amazing Clear Cast. This is the 16-ounce bottles. So it comes with part A. I drew the A on it so I see it better, and part B. It comes with 3 measuring cups. I don't know why it don't come with 4 or 2 to make it even, but it comes with 3. And I marked mine with A and B so you don't get them mixed up, because you can keep reusing these. You don't want to put the opposite in a different cup. So I already poured A. I did 10 milliliters, not ounces. So now I'm going to do 10 milliliters of part B. And this is very liquidy, part B, and part A is thicker. So this will come out a lot faster. And if you're not careful, this is really sticky and it can get everywhere. I have it all over my table. Okay, so they're even. So I'm going to take just a plastic regular cup and a popsicle stick. And since A is more liquidy, I'm going to go ahead and pour that in first. And make sure you scrape the bottom and scrape the sides to get it all out. If y'all hear anything, that's my little boy. He likes to hum and make noises. Sometimes he likes even yelling. Make sure you get all of it out, as much as you can. Okay, and then go to A and pour it in there. And then some people pour it in the same measuring cup and then pour it in a cup. I just go ahead and just do it this way. Okay, make sure you scrape the bottom really good of this one, because you know it's thicker, so you have to put a little extra work in this side. And just scrape the bottom and the sides. Make sure you get all of that. Okay, once they get stirred up, what I do is take my heat gun, I put it on low, make sure it gets really good. And what I do, I just do it for a little bit and then a little bit on the bottom to make sure the bubbles are popped. And probably gonna have some more bubbles, that's totally fine, just use your heat gun again. And if you're doing this for somebody and they don't want glitter, make sure there's no glitters on your glove, in the cup, on the cup, because glitter gets everywhere. And it's so aggravating. See, I have glitter on my gloves, so I'll go ahead and take these off and put some new ones on. Could have just wiped it off with something, but because now my gloves ain't want to act right. Okay, we're just gonna make this shit work. I'm just gonna use one. I'm sorry about my son. You can hear him back there. It's just, he's fighting his sleep. Okay, so we're gonna do what I like to do. I don't like to turn it on and pour it like that. I just like pour it, stop it, pour it, stop it. I know my gloves look crazy, so just bear with me. I like to finger dip it and then just slather it on there. It's actually really irritating the shit out of me with these gloves. And then turn it on and move it. And then set it on some more. And don't be scared to slather this shit on here. See, here's some glitter. I changed my glove for nothing. And just make sure your gloves don't look like this. Just make sure. Let me go fix my glove. I don't like this. Okay, got one to fit. So let's get going. Put this back on here. Just remember, you don't need a whole lot because you're gonna be putting epoxy and paint. So don't forget the bottom. Gotta get that booty. And when you spray paint, don't worry about the inside getting spray painted, because if you have acetone, it'll come right off. It don't matter if it's dried or not. Okay, now we need 5 cups. Exactly 5 cups. I'll just lay that right there. So, once again, I'm going to get our measuring cups and measure out. So we're doing 5. So, I think the last time, because this is going to be a swirl cup. I think I already said that, but I'm going to say it again. I think I did 20, so it'd be 40 equal. So let's do, make sure it's right cup. So couldn't see. So go to 20 milliliters. I guess I already used my other cup, so I'm just going to use this cup. Get a clean popsicle stick. Do B first. Make sure you scrape the bottom and the sides. And this gives it the epoxy that's already on the cup plenty of time to level out. That's in there, so do A. Make sure you scrape the bottom of this one really, really, really good, and then the sides really, really good. If you hear that, that's because there's epoxy where my little turner part is. You just get some rubbing alcohol and clean it up. Get off the sides and just stir it, just like you did with the other one. Just stir it, stir it, stir it, because it'll go cloudy and then it should go clear. So don't forget the sides, and if there's a groove in the bottom cup, don't forget that part. Stir, 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 stir. Okay, once you have your epoxy done, get your cups laid out. Oh no, mine's all over the place. Okay, and what you're going to do is pour your epoxy in each cup. Make sure they're evenly poured. I meant to say I'm going to do 4 cups because 2 of these orange, oh, I got sticky shit all over it. 2 of these oranges look identical. Okay, so of course I used white, then Jack-o'-lantern, outrageous orange, and Tangelo. I guess that's how they say it. But they all have their own cup and their own popsicle stick. So, and I just poured like, oh, can you see? I'm trying to do it without pouring it out. But once you put it, these are acrylic paints, if nobody knows. They're acrylic paints, and you just stir it in. And if you do too much, it will be very, very, very stringy, and it'll be a little bit more difficult to work with. So don't put too much acrylic paint in it. And make sure you stir it really, really good. Make sure you get the sides. See how it's like stringy like that? Because I put too much acrylic paint and not enough epoxy. So next time I definitely do more than 20 milliliters. It got a little better after I kept on stirring. Make sure you scrape the bottom and the sides. Yeah, it got a little better. Okay. Okay, once you get everything stirred up really, really good, I take my heat gun, I put it on low, and I just heat them up just a little bit, just to get them flowing some, like, more. It's okay if you have like bubbles and your epoxy right now. That's totally fine, because we're going to be covering it with this, and plus when we put the heat gun to it, it's going to make it swirl and you won't be able to see it. So all you do is get it like stringy. Hopefully you can, let's see, pull it out closer so you get like stringy, but not too stringy or not too thick either, but might a little bit thicker. But all I gotta do, let me move this, just take it and just go back and forth. I don't like go all the way, I just go like halfway. It ain't gotta be pretty, but it's gonna look gorgeous either way. Make sure you get it on the bottom, let it drip on the bottom. When you don't go all the way over, just go like back and forth, like halfway. And done that, go to the next color. It don't have to be in certain order, just as long as you do white last, because that's what's really gonna make it pop. So just do the same thing with orange, just a little bit. Oh, don't forget, each one heat up. Just don't hold it on there for too long, because you can scorch the epoxy in the acrylic paint. Get it to drip. Don't forget the bottom. And then go to the next color. Don't forget to heat it up. And stir it. And it's okay if it drops on the paper. Just make sure you have something under it, under the cup. Don't forget the bottom. I used to do makeup a lot, like videos and stuff. Not like a ton, but I did it like a really good bit. But ever since I started doing like tumblers, they make me so happy. Okay. And now for the whites. Remember, don't forget to heat them up. Stir, stir, stir. Make sure you get the sides and the bottom. Okay. Now the white one, I will go all the way over and all the way back. So I go all the way, then I come all the way back this way, then that way. Get the bottom. And it's okay, it looks like this, totally fine. Because we're going to torch it, not torch it, but put our heat gun to it and make those swirls. And you can add as much as you want to your cup, it does not matter, it's totally up to you and what you want to do. I want some more of this color because it looks really good. All I want to do. Now, I'm going to take my heat gun, get off of Amazon, $20. I'll put it on low and just and move it all that. And just go back and forth. Don't keep holding it in one spot for too long because you could scorch your epoxy and it'll ruin everything. So I just keep doing this till it gets liquidy and it starts turning. Because the epoxy will get warm and it'll start moving more. Up at the bottom. Since this epoxy is more movable now, I'm going to take it. Once you get where it's moving more, just gently, oh, be careful. And what I do is, I'll sit down and show you. Like you can see it moving, hopefully. That's good. And then just do that. That's what's going to help make the swirls. And then when you get done with that, you can just do it like this. Just like gravity, take it. It's not moving to your liking, give it a little bit more heat to get it go back quicker. Okay, so I'm gonna let this turn for the next 4 to 6 hours, but I typically do it for 6 hours. So let this turn, and it'll probably look a little bit different. Sometimes it does, just depending on how much epoxy you have used, and sometimes it don't. Just depends how much epoxy you used. But I'm gonna let this spin for 6 hours. Then I'm gonna come back, turn it off, let it sit for another 6 hours, and you can be done with it if you want to. If you just want this done. But I'm going to put a decal on it, like a name, and then put another layer of epoxy, and then when it dries, it'll be done. So, and I'll come back when it's all finished. Okay guys, here's the finished look. I turned my flash on so you can see it better. That is the orange Swirl 20-ounce skinny tumbler. I really hope y'all enjoy this video, and if you do, please give it a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you in my next video.